Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is the arena, and you know what it is when it comes to the arena. It's all about sports, the best of sporting activities in terms of preview and review of sporting activities. Today is a Monday, and definitely we'll be reviewing sporting activities that took place over the course of the weekend, especially the NBA All-Star Game that took place in Cleveland, where Team LeBron won once again. It's on that note I welcome you to the show. I'm Samson Oloide, and I'm not doing this alone. I've got Victor Abraham with me, but you get to hear his voice after this short commercial break. Please to stay tuned. Thanks for staying tuned. It's still the arena. As I said earlier, I've got Abraham Victor with me, and we'll be talking about NBA, talking about the All-Star Game that took place in Cleveland yesterday. Abraham, welcome to the show.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
Let's delve into it as quickly as possible. The All-Star Game, Team LeBron once again. We expected them to win, but it was a close call. 163-160. What do you make of the match itself?
Yeah, I told you those young guns were not going to allow them to just get away with it. But again, if you had KD, on the pitch, then you would have seen a different ball game, because you could see that LeBron was the one that actually took the final shot, right?
Yes.
So and KD would have really wanted to do that, So yet again, you want to also look at the Team LeBron's crew.
Yeah.
Oh man, they were loaded. They were loaded. Chef Steph Curry was cooking. He was in the kitchen, right? He was in his bag. He was just bringing it from every angle of the court.
We'll delve to Steph, because that's even a different ball game entirely. His record performance. Let's look at the match itself. You had Giannis surprisingly playing a bit of defensive role. Oftentimes, the notion is that for your All-Star game, there's a bit of nonchalancy. It's meant for charity, so folks are laid back. But this time around, we had players going at it, especially with the Elam ending format now. Yesterday's match, how competitive do you think it was? Okay,
so you could see it in the first quarter. Everybody was just trying to size up each other and all that. But, the moment it got to the third quarter, right? And that guys started taking it serious. It immediately kicked in that somebody have to win this match, and it's not just a show-off, right? It's also a competition in a way.
Definitely.
So guys started taking it serious. And in the fourth quarter, it just went poof. Right, you could see the defense, the aggression on the ball, and the steals were much. I think Steph had how many steals? I think he had 5 steals.
5 steals?
Yes, I think he had 5 steals and all that. You could see Giannis also going to block. You could see Jovic also blocking. So, yes. The fourth quarter, the game just opened and everybody just like, hey, somebody have to win this match right now. So that was what happened.
Let's look at LeBron. I mean, he called game.
Yes.
That's short. It reminds you of a certain, you would have to cross over to Dallas.
Yeah.
So check out the legend, the German legend, Dirk Nowitzki.
Okay.
That's a trademark shot, the one-leg jumper kind of a thing. How was that? How much of, brilliance was that, considering he had to back, then turn almost 360 to pull off that one jumper? Okay,
so one thing that LeBron has always been commended for is his work ethic, right? Every season, he puts in the work to not just put his body in great shape, but also work on his game. And that's one thing about LeBron James. He's never wanting in any area of the game. You could see his defense, you could see his attack, you could see his three-pointers, you could see his fadeaway jumper. So LeBron is an arsenal, he's a machine. He's someone that can just surprise you at any area on the court. So that is somebody that I'm not surprised. And again, to do that in front of the Cleveland fans. Boy, what a way to make another statement, And LeBron said it that he would actually love to go back to Cleveland, at least
Cleveland
to retire.
Is home.
Yes,
Cleveland
is home. So, yes, it was a good one for him. But again, I think that LeBron would have loved to be in that position, and he was there, and he took it.
Okay, talking about the NBA All-Star Game, the one that took place in Cleveland. As a matter of fact, it took place right at the arena of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you know quite well that that's a city LeBron played for the first 7 years in his NBA career, and he also went back after 4 successive finals with the Miami Heat to also take the Cavs to 4 finals and he famously won the 2016 final, coming back from 3-1 down, and it's all about brilliance for LeBron James. Now, it must be said that regards the All-Star Game, it's also about charity. For every team that wins each quarter, there's $100,000 prize money that goes to various charities. The first quarter was won by Team Durant. The second was by LeBron. The third was a draw. And the final quarter, as expected, was won by Team LeBron. 163 to 160 points that ended. So altogether, you have for Team LeBron playing for the Kent State's I Promise Scholars program. They earned a total of $450,000, while for Team Durant, they earned $300,000 for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. And this is quite commendable. Now, let's delve into the man of the moment, Steph Curry. Was born in Ohio as well. Also another kid from Akron, when you consider that LeBron James is also from the same place. 50 points, record 16 three-pointers. No one has ever done that. It was close to smashing Anthony Davis's 52 points performance in 2017.
Yes. I didn't see this coming, although, yes, I was optimistic. I was hopeful, you know, but again, you can never write off Steph. You know, Steph has this mental stamina, right? He is amazing. Now, this is not just skill-wise, okay, but also his ability to handle pressure, right? If you look at the last couple of matches, at least, okay, yeah, he improved the last 2-3 games, but if you look at his shooting had really went down
16 points,
immediately
points.
after he broke Allen's record, you know. So one would start thinking that maybe he was struggling, but seeing him pull 16, you know, if you're a Golden State fan like me, you're like all smiles and like, yes, let's keep this momentum, let's keep this. I think Steph is back, you know, so we can face the remaining half of the season with confidence, yes, that he would do it. But Steph, you can never write Steph away, write off Steph, and he took some very amazing shots yesterday. Yes. I love the fact that Trae Young was on the pitch. He even took one over Trae Young, so I loved it when he did it. So yeah, I as I said, you can never write off Steph. He was amazing. He was sensational, and he's definitely the worthy MVP. Yes,
exactly. I mean, with 50 points, who else wants to come close?
He was the worthy MVP. Yes,
that's talking about Team LeBron. As we said, the greatest shooter of all time in NBA history, Steph Curry, top scored for Team LeBron with 50 points. LeBron James himself had 24 points. I beg your pardon. As I said earlier, he was the one who called game. While for Team Durant, it was Joel Embiid who top scored with 36 points. And the good news for Curry, really, or the good thing about Curry's, you know, shooting was even prior to the All-Star game, he had his own, you know, goal in terms of charity. It wasn't just playing for the sake of, you know, the game itself or the funfair that comes with it. He was also playing for charity, and he said for every shot he makes, every point he scores, $1,000.
Wow.
So having scored 50, that's $50,000, you know, going to charity.
Yeah.
For $3,000 for every 3 points he makes, he made 16. So that's $48,000, you know, for the 3-pointers he made all through the night. And he said if he won the MVP award, $10,000. So when you add $50,000 plus 48, that's 98, plus another 10 for winning the MVP, that's $108,000 from Steph Curry to charities, and that's really, really commendable from, you know, the kid from Akron.
Well, if you look at Steph's background and you also look at his stance morally, you know, you would see that Steph is also one person who loves to give back to the community. He likes to get involved in what is happening within his community, not just for the show, but you could see that he's someone that has, you know, the heart to do it. He's a family man. He knows what it means to not have so much. Yeah. His upbringing too wasn't so great. His father was a hooper, so he really knows what it means to give back to the community. Society, yeah. Yes, and that's commendable for a player like Steph. Again, he has the money, so.